Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a tattoo tour. So I'm basically just going to be showing you guys all of my tattoos and explaining what the meaning is and if it even has meaning. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the first tattoo that I ever got. I got my first tattoo at 18. The reason is because my mom didn't let me get a tattoo before that. So she said as soon as you turn 18, you could go and get a tattoo. So I went and got a dragon. I'm going to show you guys. This right here. I'll insert a better clip right here. But the reason I got a dragon is because I really like dragons. I love the whole Japanese like aesthetic. You'll see later on in the video that I do have a few more tattoos that are Japanese related. But another reason why I did get a dragon as my first tattoo is because everyone in my family basically has a dragon tattoo. Like my uncle, my mom, my dad, they all have dragons, and I figured why not carry on the tradition. I love dragons, so it's definitely like, you know, something that has meaning. And the reason I got it by my ankle is because I wanted something that wasn't gonna be too showy or too in sight, because at the time I was very like skeptical about getting any tattoos that were too visible, just for like job reasons. In terms of pain, I would give it like a 4 out of 10. It was definitely a little while ago. I am 21 now. And then the second tattoo I got is on my forearm. It is these zodiac signs right here. They're not part of this whole sleeve. I had originally got them done because there was a shop that was doing flash sale for tattoos. So the tattoos were just super cheap and I wanted a new tattoo, so I was like, why not get it? And the tattoo does have a meaning. I got it because I wanted to have my zodiac sign, my sister's, and my mom's. I'm also very into astrology, so I figured getting a tattoo that had something to do with something I like, you know, was meaningful. And also just because I wanted something to represent like my personality, my mom's, and my sister's. From what I remember, I wasn't like, it wasn't like crazy, like I wasn't like about to pass out or anything. It was a very small tattoo. I would definitely give it like a 6 out of 10 just because of the placement. Like since it's like right here, it did hurt a little bit. But aside from that, it wasn't really that bad. And the reason I got it here was because now I wanted something a little bit more visible, since the one I had on my leg wasn't. You couldn't really see it in the winter because obviously I'm gonna be wearing pants. The only time people would be able to see my ankle tattoo is in the summer or spring. So I figured, you know, getting something here, wrist, forearm, whatever area this is considered, would be a lot more noticeable. So then the third tattoo I got is, I actually got 2 tattoos on the same day. I got 2 small tattoos. So the first one is this 5. It's backwards, but I'm gonna insert a picture anyway. And this is like, I don't know the exact name of it. It's some type of symbol. I know that. And it stands for wisdom. That's like the only meaning it has. It wasn't anything I planned. It was literally just something spontaneous I did. I was like, you know what? Let's go get tattoos. Showed up there, went through Pinterest, found something I liked, and I was like, all right, that's the one. And it's also cool. It looks like a 5. This is the one tattoo that people always ask about. They're always like, what does the 5 mean? And sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's just a 5. Because, you know, it's just like, I don't want to go and explain the whole reason and meaning behind it. So I usually just tell people, oh, it means wisdom. And that's really all it is. Pain wasn't that bad. I'd definitely give it a 4 out of 10. It wasn't straight on the bone. This is a Japanese symbol that stands for truth, from what I know. But when I did get it done, I researched it a little bit, tried to find out if it was Japanese, if it actually meant that. And it's supposed to mean truth. The reason I got that was because I feel like I'm a very truthful person. I'm very upfront, very honest. So I just thought, why not get something that actually has some meaning? And a lot of people ask about it. I always tell them it just means truth. It's a very like weird tattoo to get, I guess, because most people get like happiness or love. I didn't want to be, I guess, basic. Not sure if that's basic, but wanted something a little different, so that's why I got truth. And it also looked pretty cool. That one did not hurt. For some reason, it did not hurt. It just felt really weird because the needle was right by my ear and all you hear is the gun, and it was just, I was getting chills the whole time. From what I remember, I would give it a 4 out of 10. It was not bad at all. I didn't complain. It was actually really fast too, since it is a small tattoo. And then the next tattoo I got is some birds that are on my collarbone. Right here. Yeah. I'll insert a picture. I got this tattoo with my mom. Can you guys not fight behind me? I got this tattoo with my mom. There's really no meaning behind the whole birds. We just wanted something we liked, but birds do represent freedom. So if anyone ever asks, I'm just like, oh, me and my mom got matching tattoos and the birds mean freedom. Does it mean that for me? Not necessarily, but it was something cool. I've always wanted a collarbone tattoo and my mom was down to get something with me, so we just got matching ones and, you know, looks cool. I like it. It's cute. Looks nice. And also the tattoo artist who did it, he you can't really tell here, but he did shade it a little bit so it doesn't look like a silhouette. And I think it just emphasized it so much better and it just looks really good like that. This one was not bad. For me, I would say a 4 out of 10. Someone else might tell you it's painful. For me, I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I have a lot of tattoos. I have a lot of piercings, so it wasn't really that bad. I could understand why people say it hurts because the collarbone is like right here, but I got it like right under the collarbone, so it didn't hit the bone at all. The next tattoo I actually got something really big. It's a little weird because I already have a dragon, but I got another dragon. But this one, I decided to get very detailed. I wanted it to be a very intricate design. I wanted it to be more on the Japanese style. So it's a little confusing to explain, but this is the dragon's head. I don't know if you could see. I'm gonna insert a picture anyway, but, and then right here, there's some cherry blossoms and a claw. It's hard to show on camera because I have to like turn my arm a weird way, so I'm gonna just insert it right here. The meaning behind that is the same as my first dragon tat. You know, my family, they all have dragon tattoos. I wanted to carry on the tradition. I also really like Japanese style tattoos. I think they look super cool. I'm planning on doing a whole Japanese sleeve. Right now I only have 3 pieces on my arm, so I'm almost done with my forearm. I just gotta fill in the gaps, but I am definitely gonna be doing a whole Japanese sleeve. This one took a very long time. Like, it took about, I think, 7 hours. It was a little pricey too. I'm not gonna mention any of the prices just because I don't remember all of them, so I don't wanna, you know, give out numbers. And yeah, it was a 7-hour long tat. Pain-wise, it wasn't that bad. Like, it was bad at some points just because I had been sitting there for so long and it started hurting. But to start off, it wasn't bad. It only got bad at some points. So I would definitely give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe at some point I would say 7 out of 10, just depending on where. Like, when I was doing like this inside part, it hurt a lot more than up here. And there's also just a lot of detail. And then the tattoo that I got after that was my hand tat. I don't know if you want to call this a hand tat. It is on my hand, but it's a rose with an olive branch. It's not very like detailed. It's nothing super crazy. I got it when I went on vacation to Florida. Every time I go to Florida, I try to get a tattoo. I don't know why. I just really like tattoos, and if I could find a reason to get one, I will. So basically, me and my friends, we went to the tattoo shop because we wanted to get tattoos. And I decided on the rose and the olive branch just because I've seen a lot of girls on Pinterest who have like tats of roses like on their hands or like on their arms. So I wanted something similar to it. I didn't want to copy anyone's idea, but I did like the idea of it being on the hand, just not fully. So in terms of pain, I think this was the most painful tattoo I have. Like, honestly, I would give this like an 8 out of 10. I was sitting there in excruciating pain. I've never actually sat at a tattoo shop and like wanted to like cry because it was really bad. And it didn't even take long. Like, the tattoo is not that detailed. It's just the placement of it. I think it was mainly like on the actual like branch on the hand that it just hurt a lot. But I don't regret it. I think it's super cool. I wouldn't say it's very meaningful. I just really like the whole flower idea, I guess. So yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. And then my final tattoo that I recently got, well, the most recent one I got, I didn't get it like a week ago. I got it like a few months ago, but it was the most recent one. I got some koi fish. And then I also got this little phrase right here. I consider these 2 separate tattoos, so I'm gonna go over the koi fish first. And I'm gonna insert a picture just so you can get a better visual. So, like I had said earlier, I wanna do a Japanese sleeve. So, I got koi fish. Koi fish are a very big Japanese thing. Like, a lot of people, when they think of Japanese, they think of koi fish, dragons. So I thought to incorporate that with my dragon tattoo, and it also fit really well, like right here. My tattoo artist went really hard on this. Like every tattoo I have here, he did really great. Like everything that I wanted, he was able to create for me. And the koi fish are supposed to be like a yin and yang. You can't really tell on camera, but one of the koi fish is darker than the other. This is supposed to represent the black and the white. And then the centerpiece, which is like this right here, it's like a reddish pink. They both have it, but one is lighter than the other, just again to represent the black and white. This tattoo took about, I think, I would say anywhere from like 3 to 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. It didn't hurt that bad, but it was just after being there for so long that it did start hurting. But in terms of pain, I think I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It wasn't too bad, but it also did hurt at some points. But I can't complain. It wasn't like placed anywhere for it to hurt, because if it had been like on the elbow, then that would hurt. And then the last tattoo that I have to show is this Japanese phrase. Let me move a little bit closer. This Japanese phrase. So this stands for be grateful. I have gotten it translated. It does mean be grateful. It doesn't say be grateful. It says grateful something. But regardless, the meaning behind it is be grateful. I feel like I am a grateful person. Like growing up, my mom made it seem like I just didn't fucking care about anything. So I got this tattoo just to represent that I should be grateful for everything, to always remember to be grateful for where you're at in life, and just appreciate everything around you, even if it's not where you want to be, but just be grateful anyways. So I think it's like one of the most meaningful tattoos I have. I don't really talk about it a lot. People don't really ask about it, but the meaning behind it is pretty, I guess, strong. On a scale of 1 to 10, pain-wise, from what I remember, it wasn't bad. I also did it at the same time as my koi fish. So I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 out of 10. The placement of it is on my bone, like on the bone, but it wasn't like bad. I only have 8 tattoos, but I'm gonna get more soon. I have some plans to start doing my right arm, because I only have the rose and the olive branch. I'm thinking next I might get a snake with a dagger. I'm gonna insert a photo just so you guys can get a visual of what I mean. That's something I'm like thinking about doing. I want to stick to the whole floral thing. If I don't end up getting that, I might just finish my what is this, half sleeve, quarter sleeve? This, I'm gonna fill in the rest of this, because there's still a gap right here, there's still some over here. And what I'm thinking that I'm gonna do the whole sleeve, it's gonna be a Japanese theme. But I'm basically gonna focus on doing all of the elements. So I'm doing earth, air, water, and fire. It sounds like I'm trying to be like the Avatar, but that is not the main inspiration behind it, I guess you could say. So that wraps up this video for all the tattoos I have. As always, if you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like. And if you haven't, you should subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.
Weezy,